Hi guys, it's Shanta from Mill Valley Pilates. I want to show you a few exercises you can do to strengthen your hamstrings and glutes and hips. There's a lot of the ones we're going to do today that are standing, but then there's a couple that we're going to do on the hands and knees too. And the first one is with a ball, though you could do it without the ball if you don't have one. You just need some kind of surface that you can stabilize your hands on. And you're going to pull your knee in and then extend the leg out. Then the first set is just going to be with the spine staying pretty neutral and flat. Pulling in and out, feeling the hamstring. And the ball is nice because it just stabilizes your leg for you, and you want to try to avoid any kind of wobbling left to right with the knee as it goes in and out. And then the second set would just be pulling the knee in toward the chest and curving the spine and sending the leg out into kind of an arabesque and stretching and arching the spine. So the standing leg is slightly bent. And you could do a third one, which obviously really challenges your balance without holding on to anything. That would be the hardest one and challenging your balance the most. Good. We're going to do the other side. Bring it in. I never count, but you will. We're going to pull in, I would say 10 of each. Make sure it's on the top of your foot. Pull in and extend the leg out and keep the back of the hips really level. And my arms are almost all the way straight. You might have to bend your elbows just to make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your shoulders are down away from your ears. That's with the flat back, and then we're going to go into curving the spine and extending the spine. And really stretching the back and stretching the front of the body. Stretching the back of the body, stretching the front of the body, keeping both shoulders down. I'm using a stool here, but you could also use an armchair or a couch. And then the last one was balancing. Again, this one's optional. If it's too hard to balance, just stay with your hands on here, right? We're going to extend the leg out and in. Getting this leg's actually working quite a bit, but it's also getting the moving leg too, right? Good. Then we're going to grab probably 3-pound weights or water bottles, and the arms are going to go up and down. That's not too hard, but the legs are doing a little curtsy. So we'll step back a little bit. Your standing leg, which is my right leg, is going to stay parallel, and the other leg's going to cross behind and do a little curtsy. Curtsy, and then kick out to the side. Curtsy, and then kick out to the side. And because my standing leg is parallel, I'm really getting my outer hip on the standing leg, a little bit of quad work. It's a good hip stabilizing exercise. And because you've got hand weights, you're also using your back muscles and a little bit of your arms. 10 or so of those. And other side, curtsy, and kick out. Reach up and out. I like this one because as you're going down, you're also reaching up. And that's always when you get the most out of something, is when you're reaching in 2 directions, or as many directions as possible, to get the full length of the muscles. Good. And then you can use one of these same weights or a little bit of a heavier one. So this is 5, but 3 works just as well. And let's see how I do. This is a balance exercise. You're going to have your standing leg slightly bent for stability, and it's really working the standing leg quite a bit. And you're just going to lower the weight as you extend the leg out. Bring the weight back in toward you, and twist toward your bent leg. And then back to center. Reach it down, bring it in, rotate and feel the obliques, and back to center. in, back to center, and down, and in, and back to center. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Extend it out, bring it toward you, and twist. Feeling the obliques. Bring it down, and in, twist. You could take it down a notch by just taking it twist and center. See if you can find your balance doing that too. There's always ways to make it a little less challenging or more challenging. Good. Then we'll go back to the lighter one. So this is 3 again. And we're going to go down to the mat and place the weight behind the knee, just kind of in a place that the back of the knee can grab it. And we're on the hands and knees, and we're going to lift up and down, keeping the back of the pelvis nice and steady so there's not one side dropping down, and making sure that that space between the shoulder blades is nice and wide and not caving in. And then we're going to circle the leg around, opening up from the knee and the hip, circling in one direction, and then circling in the other direction. Good. Switch sides. Feel free to do more reps. I'm just going to show you a little bit of everything. And then lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. And then circling the leg around. So really keeping the hips and the shoulders stable as you circle that leg in the socket and reverse it. And you'll feel not just your hips, but also your abdominals as the leg circles too. All right, and then the last thing, just to finish that off, because I like to finish with a little stretch, is hugging the ball in toward you, maybe all the way to the bottoms of the feet, and leaning back over the ball, just stretch. So it's a nice stretch for your hip flexors and your thighs, your quads. And then just letting the ball support your weight so you can really open up your chest. Good. Try those out. Let me know what you think and if you have any questions. Thanks.